Good evening. So, I'm doing my Unisonis video tonight, and the Unisonis tribute for the day is we hired a real hypnotherapist to analyze our darkest dreams. This video was amazing. I would love to revisit this video. I might see if it's uploaded anywhere. I'll totally give it a rewatch. It was really good. Yeah, man, it was. So they went. The like promotional info at the end I think is healwithin.com. So I guess the company or whatever is Heal Within. And the particular hypnotherapist they went to, her name was Liza or Liza, Liza. And this was like, I feel like it was like a longer Unisonus video. I feel like it was like 20-ish minutes. It was good. It was really good. It was very interesting. She kind of like talks about like hypnotherapy in general. She puts Ethan through a little hypnotherapy, Mark through a little hypnotherapy, and it was one where like I remember like I think I watched it and actually went ahead and like kind of laid on my couch and closed my eyes as she kind of talked through the sort of mental exercises as it were that they had them go through. It was wonderful. It was like floating. It was so good. She had such a lovely sort of vocal quality as well. It was very unique. It was seemed like she maybe had some sort of accent, but like it was a perfect voice. So I thought that was really incredible. What a good hypnotherapist, right? I feel like this is kind of a bounce off of the video they had done where they like paid for a hypnotherapy video that was like not what anybody thought it was. But anyways, like this was such a good video. I remember she kind of like like had Ethan do this fun little like mind trip of like go into your mental space and like or she like had him lay down and like feel your arms and your fingertips and feel the chair pushing away against your body and like all these sorts of ideas like and these exercises like having that sense of mindfulness like can really connect you to like your energy almost within and the energy around you, and I think that's really incredible, and I wish I did more of that sort of meditative work. And yeah, I think she like had him do like some sort of mental exercise of like you see a little boy and the little boy is you and what do you say to the little boy and like or whatever, like I don't know, it's just like this wonderful little like narrative. And I remember it was so funny because like afterwards she was like saying like you're gonna be more confident now or something, and then Mark was like, how do you feel, Ethan? And Ethan was like, don't ever fucking talk to me again. It was like so fucking funny, like I don't know what it was. It's just like and like a lot of people, it was interesting in the comments, a lot of people were like, wow, Ethan really did get a lot more confident after this happened. And I'm kind of like, I wonder if he really did or if it was like kind of one of those mental things. But I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it gave him like a certain sense of mental clarity and mindfulness within that time frame. And I think also he just grew, like Ethan grew so much throughout the series. What I also thought was very interesting about this video was when Mark went through his little talk through, he did not like it. He got it. He said he kind of went to this weird scary place of back when he had his like first intestinal obstruction and was in the hospital sort of feeling. So that's very interesting to me that Mark had such a different reaction. Mark strikes me as a little more of like, I won't say a control freak, but I feel like he's the kind of guy that wants to always be doing. So sometimes like the idea of laying and just trying to let go and feel and perceive is kind of like out of his comfort zone, which I mean, good on him for still doing this thing and letting himself feel uncomfortable, because I think that's a great way to find growth as well. The only things I thought was the other things that I remember about this video were there was some discussion of like, imagine a lemon, imagine slicing into the lemon and the smell of the lemon and the juice of the lemon and like whatever, all these things about this lemon. And it turned out like that there was a lemon in the room or there wasn't a lemon in the room. And it was funny because like in some of their later videos they were talking back and forth about it like to each other, or in their live stream, I can't remember, they were like, Was there a lemon? Wasn't there a lemon? We can't remember. And I can't remember exactly what the answer was. I feel like there was a lemon because I feel like I recall Ethan excitedly exclaiming that there was a lemon. So I don't know. But yeah, put in the comments if you remember if there was or wasn't a lemon because, like, God, that's gonna bother me if I don't remember. But I might check that out too. And also, the other thing I thought was interesting as well that she talked about was she said something about like, "Oh, I have a snake. I have a snake in the other room. Are you afraid of snakes? Is that okay?" And like Ethan and Mark were unfazed, but one of the camera guys, I guess Evan, was like, "Yeah, man, I was like ready to like fucking leave right now like as soon as you mentioned that." And she kind of said like, "There's don't worry, there's not another snake in the other room." But like it's interesting how our mind manifests these things. And like I think that got brought up because Mark asked something about like how do you deal with people who have phobias or fears they want to get over, and yeah, how you have to kind of that step removed, and how much of a mental idea it is of like these ideas in our head. And I don't think I deal with physical fears so much. I mean, like spiders can be a little, icky sometimes, but they're great, like really. So I try really hard to be better about not being so scared of like things like spiders or other such critters. I think like for me, I feel like, and I don't know if like how to define this, but untangible sort of fears I think are what kind of get me, like the fear of failure or the fear of not being as good as I want to be or being successful, or like the exhaustion of always having to work at the capacity that I do. um yeah, like I usually I consider myself like like I don't consider myself like a person that's terribly like wrought with fear, um but at the same time, like what does hold me back, and I think about that a lot. But yeah, I mean, I guess I have like a bit of a fear of heights. I don't really care for roller coasters, that sort of thing, but like like that's like kind of petty stuff, and I feel like that's stuff that like you can pretty well like avoid. But the fear of not having the capacity or the skill or the energy or the drive, that's not something so much I feel like I have control over. I can choose whether or not I go to a great height, physically. Like I can choose whether or not I, go cliff jumping or whatever. Like, no thanks. Simple, easy choice. But yeah, like how to combat those more like less threatening sort of fears. Because I feel like in the instant sort of things of like, oh my god, there's a creepy crawly, there's a bug, there's a spider, there's a snake, whatever. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like that threatens me quite in the same way. It startles me. I don't think it threatens me. But anyways, yeah, I think about that sort of idea a lot. But anyways, this video was really good. And I would absolutely recommend watching it. I might even give it a watch because it's really late tonight and my brain's kind of a little buzzy. And that might just kind of help me kind of mellow out, honestly. Or I'll just maybe think about it. uh, just that kind of feeling your arms, feeling your fingertips, feeling the couch or chair pushing up against you, and feeling your body. I think it's important to yeah, get in touch with your body like that too. So anyways, I'm gonna call it a night at that, but I'll see you guys in the next video.